In this video, we're going to be taking a look at one of my latest LEGO builds, a Star Wars Greenhouse Ship for C-3PO. I built it for a Star Wars competition, and let's take a closer look. I started by building this cockpit with, of course, C-3PO on top, holding some gardening tools. How I achieve this angle is with some sausage pieces threaded through the studs to hold these two sides together before I added these on with standard connections. This final piece in the corner I just kind of put in there and hoped it stayed together, which it did for the photos, which is what matters for competition builds. To help reinforce it, I added these silver hose pieces around as some sort of hydraulic greebling, and of course I added one of these cockpit windshield pieces on the front. I connected it over with a few Technic pieces and a bridge. It's important to have 3 points of connection to make sure builds hold together, and I connected it to the garden section of the ship. For this one I started with a snot interior before adding plants on the top, and a few windshield pieces just loosely placed in to create the greenhouse effect. We've got more of these hydraulic hose pieces and of course some greebling along the side. I chose to stick with a sand green and dark blue color scheme with a bits of grey to help tie in the Star Wars to the garden theme. We've got a few engine pieces on the top as well, just for some extra detail, and some plants along this side too. For the front of the build, I simply got some window pieces and put them in the gap. They don't actually connect at any point, but they sit in there just fine. Moving around to the back of the build, we can see how I attached the thrusters, using these pieces that I'm not quite sure what they are for some bursts of energy coming out of the engines. I used the hubcaps of some large wheels attached with Technic pieces and hose pieces before threading on the energy bursts at the end. On this one here, I also added a round blue dish to fill that space and add some extra energy, but over here, because I used a Technic pin, I couldn't thread it on. With all that aside, we can move on to the photography, the final stage of any build. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.